Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Water Bear podcast. And in case you don't know, we're on season 7. So this season is all about compatibility. And so I'm so excited to have my guests on tonight. We got a full house tonight. So really excited about that. Welcome to the podcast again. If this is your first time watching, if you've been watching since day one, welcome. And thanks for tuning in. Also, sharing is caring, but subscribing is thriving. So what I mean by that is go ahead and if you're watching this, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when any content drops. And you can catch the drip, catch all of the episodes every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And for social media, you can follow me for more content on Instagram at Poetic, and that's spelled P-E-A-U-X-E-T-I-C, or TikTok, P-E-A-U-X-E-T-I-C, number 7. And for all of my guests tonight, I'm going to show their social media information as well, so you all can follow them and what they have going on. So you can follow Michael Simmons. You can follow him on several different platforms. Instagram, follow him at grandmas_pans. That's P-A-N-S. Or chef_Mike, and Mike is all together. Or on TikTok at chef_Mike, and Facebook, Michael Simmons. You can follow him there. Also, you can follow Shandease on Facebook at Shandease Haygood. Follow her there, so make sure you check her out on social media. And we have Maxine as well. Maxine is joining us tonight. You can follow her on Facebook too, Max Gooden. I think I said that right. And so this episode is really interesting because as we were talking before, kind of backstage before I started hitting record, we have every element represented tonight, which is really cool. So it's kind of like we got Captain Planet vibes here tonight. So of course, I'm an Aquarius, air sign. Mike is a Cancer, water sign, and Maxine is Taurus, which is an earth sign, and Shandease is an Aries, fire sign. So this ought to be really, really interesting. And so you know how we do every episode. I always tell famous zodiac signs of the guests that I have on. So a famous Cancer is Kevin Hart. A famous Taurus is Adele. And a famous Aries, one of the funniest entertainers to me, rest her soul, is Aretha Franklin. She was an Aries. If y'all have never seen her interviews, they're hilarious. So, yes, those are famous signs of all of the guests tonight. And so I know Mike. I've known him for a few years, and I'm just meeting Maxine and Shandease. So I'm just getting to know them, and I'll be able to, or they'll be able to tell you what personal things they have going on that they're possibly pumping up or wanted to talk about. I know Mike is a chef and he has a cookbook coming out. He also has Grandma's Pans, which is a line of seasoning. It's also going to be his cookbook too. And then I'm interested to know what Maxine and Shandease have going on as well. So we're going to go ahead and bring everybody out so we can get to it. Hello. Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hi.
Pineapples. I wasn't ready. Hey. I wasn't ready.
But and actually, Mike, if I'm not mistaken, I think you and Kevin Hart might have the exact same birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know what? That's researchable.
Yeah, I think he might be July 2nd. Right. He's definitely within that first week of July. I remember that for sure. Yeah.
July 6th is his birthday.
Oh, the 6th. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was that sound, so I got it confused. I thought it was 2nd, 6th sound the same. But right. So before we get started, if y'all don't mind, just each telling me, a little bit about yourself, whatever you want to share, and then of course your birthday. And so, Shandease, I'll start with you.
Sure thing. I am a paralegal, and I'm also a financial advisor, and I have my own business.
Oh, okay.
It's called Divine Purpose. We help you change not just your life,
Nice.
but your lifestyle.
Nice.
Do-do-do.
Okay.
And my birthday is April 16th.
April 16th. Okay. Nice. And Maxine, what about you?
Well, my name is Maxine. I'm actually a software test engineer focusing mostly on automation. I'm currently working on building up my web development portfolio, just getting back into the swing of things with that. And my birthday is May 3rd.
Okay. I know, right? And Mike, and what about you?
Well, my birthday is in July. Of course, you already said that. July 2nd is my birthday. And I am not your typical Cancer, but that's neither here nor there. We'll talk about that later. I work in real estate. I do not residential. I do multifamily property management. Working on a book that should be finished by the 21st or 24th of this month, ready to go to editing and hopefully get everything done so I could have the book published before my birthday in July. Also have seasonings. My brand rather is Grandma Pan, so that would be all inclusive of everything that I have going on. It'll fall under that brand.
Nice. Okay. So Mike, I'm gonna start with you because you brought something up that is interesting. So you said you're not your typical Cancer, and I'll ask this to each of you. So Mike, I'll start with you. What is the typical Cancer in your eyes, and how are you different?
If I will answer the question based on, I guess, societal norms or what society says a Cancer is that we're whiny and we're crybabies and we're extremely emotional. Then that rings true for some Cancers, but I really do believe that it depends on the birth date. I'm not a crybaby for one. I am in tune with my emotions, but I'm not emotional, I don't think. Maxine, you've worked with me, so you would be able to, confirm or not confirm if I'm emotional. But I don't think that I'm your typical Cancer. I think that I'm more of maybe a Gemini than I would be a Cancer.
Okay.
But that too is a different story.
Okay, so how are you more like a Gemini then?
I think that I share some of the same characteristics and qualities of a Gemini. I've been in relation with Geminis, and I have a few Gemini friends, and we share a lot of commonalities. But I think because we're so close that we just by nature would share some of the same characteristics.
Okay, I see what you mean. And I do think that's true. Sometimes the signs that you're kind of sandwiched between, it's easy to pick up some of those traits.
Yeah, but I'm proud to be a Cancer. Cancers are the best people that you could ever be.
You're definitely confident like a Cancer.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about confidence. No,
Hey,
there was something that happened at work today. And,
let's talk about it.
I was basically told that I was cocky, overly cocky. I am confident in a lot of areas. I really am.
Right.
However, the confidence comes from knowing like that I am a really good friend. I'm loyal to the T. Dedicated, and my friends and the people that I'm connected to, their best interest is always at heart. So if I can help, I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? That's a Cancer by nature, and I love that about being a Cancer. However, Cancers tend to be taken advantage of because of their heart. But that's where the confidence comes from.
Okay,
Miss Shandease.
Listen,
Get her.
But Maxine,
so
what do you think? I'm sorry, I'm taking over. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. Yeah, what do you think, Maxine?
What would you say, Maxine, about me? You've worked with me for a long time. If you can be honest, it's okay.
I will say, the first time I met Mike, I was like, this is a nice looking, well-groomed man. Like, he just walked in the room like he owned it. Like, when I told you, it was just a little intimidating at first. I'm like, I'm new back here in the finance department. Who is this nicely groomed man? Like, he just walks in like he's just it. He owns the room. So at first, when you first initially meet Mike or come in contact with him, you would think, or be a little intimidated. But once you get to know Mike, Mike is a lovable person. So he does not fit the normal Cancer. If you don't know him, you'll think he's being cocky, but it's not. He's just confident in himself. But once you get past that initial thought process, he's one of the best friends to have. He really is.
Oh, thank you.
Like, we worked together. That was back in 2014.
Yeah, we had some good times.
Started, in 2014. We did. We had some hilarious times.
We really did. I still actually have some of the videos that we would oftentimes just randomly make while we're in office.
Yes. While we're at work. Yeah. Never a dull moment.
Never.
I love it. Okay. And so, Maxine, and you're a Taurus, right?
Yes.
So, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So from what I've read, Taurus and Cancer are definitely compatible signs. Me personally, I love Taurus women. The dudes are kind of hit or miss to me, if I'm being honest. It's like some of the Taurus dudes are cool and then some of them are not, but I don't think I've ever met a Taurus female that I've disliked. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question too. So how are you in the workplace? I don't know if you're a people manager or not, but I as much as I love Taurus women, I would never want one as a boss. Because Taurus women are, in my head, very bullheaded, very strong. And most people think I'm nice, and I am nice. I'm not bullheaded, but I'm kind of one of those people. It's like, okay, I will smile and laugh and play the game, but at the end of the day, if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. So that's kind of how I am. But with Taurus, how do you function in the workplace as a Taurus? Do you think, or do you think there's a difference?
Excuse me.
With your personal life and professional life?
Oh, I got to hear this.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
At work, I would say, when it comes to certain things that, especially if I don't agree with it or I think the timeline is just unrealistic, you're not moving me from my thought process on that. I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
Like something came down today and I'm looking like it's not going to be done in that short amount of time. Not possible. So they have to get the patience of Job and God's right hand to convince me that this is going to work in these 3 days.
Right. And God's right hand.
Yes, it's not. Right. So I'm sticking on it like, no, it's not going to work in that time frame. It's not realistic expectation.
Okay.
In my personal life, I'm stubborn.
Same.
Very stubborn. Overly stubborn.
Same.
Yeah.
Stubborn.
It's not
me.
Yeah, stubborn. It's not gonna work.
Shandease, she said that's not you.
That's
it's
not
stubborn.
Me.
She's not stubborn?
Not my personal. I'm a different boss than I am personally.
Okay, so how do you think you function?
What, 6'15", 16?
Yes, I've known Maxine since we were in middle school.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Way back. Yeah.
Maxine is a boss. When I tell you that, I mean it in a nice. I really mean it in the sincerest way. My first time meeting her, coming to the office, I looked there and she again owns the room. Automatically that she's about business. Like, she's one of the fastest learners. That, like, she retains information like this. It didn't take much to get her trained to handle her own accounts. Hell, she was at that point probably in a month or two time training other people on, no, you're doing that wrong. She is very secure of herself, extremely intelligent. And I think most Taurus women are intelligent, very, very smart, book sense, definitely. But she does own the room and she is a boss. You will know her dislikes. You will know when she's going to be able to do something. If it's unreasonable, she's going to let you know that that's an unreasonable request, and I don't think that I could accommodate. That's Maxine.
So yeah, Carlos, that's why you can't do Taurus women, because she don't turn off.
Yeah, now
all day.
I can do now. Like I love on friendships, and I love watching them be a boss. I just don't want them to be a boss of me. But I'll cheer them on from the sideline. I'll be like, yeah, get them.
Yeah, I wouldn't want another Taurus. I think my current supervisor, she's a Leo. And it's just like,
Now I can handle them well. I think Leos, them, as long as you kind of stroke their ego,
they're flighty.
You got them.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
You said they're flighty?
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, you never know.
Really? Yeah. Really? Okay, so Shandease, that's interesting to me because my and I'm gonna ask you if this is you. I'm curious. Aries, I get a kick out of Aries. I love Aries. I like all the signs.
We're a good time.
Good time. A lot of fun, a lot of passion. And what I really like about an Aries is probably a trait that most people don't like, is that if you aren't feeling something or you don't like something, you're going to know it. Like, y'all don't even have to say anything. Like, you just look at you and my grandmother was an Aries. And I laughed at the comment you made about Leo because my grandfather, her husband was a Leo. And I know that they loved each other, but when I tell you, like, their love language was fighting. I mean, they not physically, but they just would, like, they were always arguing. And I remember one year my grandfather got my grandmother some kind of little cupcake thing for Valentine's Day. And I was like, what's going on? I had never seen that before in life, so I wasn't used to that.
He messed up and he had to bring that cupcake back because he know he messed up.
Right. Right. So,
but the one thing about her is her face tells it. Yeah. Her facial expression.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I can see that.
It'll be a little smile, but you can see that smile. Like, that's not a good smile there. That's one of those like, child. That's one of those smiles.
We're working on it.
And she can't say nothing because
she might be a boss too.
Yeah.
Oh, she is.
Oh,
she is.
Yeah.
We
like 99.5 won't do for Miss Shandease.
No.
Well, that depends on at work.
She wants to.
I'm trying. Max knows. I tell her I'm trying to be a supplemental vitamin. Okay, so as a supplemental vitamin that I'm supposed to be. So, but yeah, our face do tell her if I don't like it or I don't deal with you, I'll just distance myself in the most professional way. I give you one word answers. I'm not about to be doing this back and forth with you. But yet you will know that I truly don't care for you.
You know, I think that's a trait in cancers that could be kind of crippling. And that is that we always have people's best interest at heart, even when they've done us wrong, even when they backstabbed us or whatever. We always still try to find the good in people until we no longer can. Whenever we get to the point where we realize, okay, this person means me no good, then we give chance after chance. But when we do get to that point, like it's a wrap. Like, I don't know you. We never been in the same room. Like, you don't exist. But it takes a long time to get to that point. So to respond to what you just said about the one words and things of that nature, we can be pissed off, but we'll always still probably going to, well, I don't want to say it this way because I'm considering how it's going to make this person feel. I hate that about myself sometimes because
Mike, I won't lie.
Unless I'm just like totally pissed off and I can't control my emotions, then at that point I might say something that might offend you.
I won't lie to you, Mike. As an Aries, I am definition Aries. I love hard. The people that I love, I will go to bat for. I'll fight for them before they fight for themselves. I'm going to jump. I'm going to say something to you before Maxine does because she take it too long. I am typical Aries. So because we love quickly, because we fall in love like, oh my God.
I was going to ask you that.
Him today. Yeah. Okay. I love you on Tuesday. And then by Thursday, I'll be like, look, Max. I don't know if this is going to work.
Not me.
But, you know, we're instantly to fall in love, and then we give you our whole all heart. So that way, when you hurt us, it's hell to pay.
It's hell to pay.
Because I gave you all of it.
Now
it's coming out.
Now with a Taurus being stubborn, I'm stubborn with my own self. But falling in love quickly, no. No.
Yeah, Cancers fall in love quickly, but they fall out of love just as quickly.
Well, I think that's where the stubborn part comes. Like you said, we'll keep giving chance after chance, and we're trying to prove a point, and then it's just, nope, can't do it. So the stubbornness, it works on two different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah,
I would agree with that, Maxine, and I don't know if that's because we're both fixed signs, since it's like Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio, all fixed signs. I love the same way. I'm hard to, and not saying I'm hyping myself up or nothing, not by any means, because I don't think of myself like that. But I'm hard to get in most situations in a relationship. But once you got me, you got me. Like,
right.
You got me.
A little too much. Like, wait a minute. Well,
right. And I be talking to myself like, damn, like what? Right. Like, how did I let myself get here? And I do the same thing. I've had those self-talks.
Right.
Like, all right, now you can't give too much of yourself away.
Y'all need to be unpicked and move with your son, because baby, depending on where that moon is, she'd be like, did he just? Oh, okay, that's all right. I was tripping.
Oh, so what's you talking about, like your moon and your rising sign?
Yeah.
What's
depending
yours?
on where the moon is, it would, because you know, Aries, we be all over the place. That fire would be real fire. It'd be like the moon rising. My moon is usually in Mercury. She be doing her own thing, and when she in Mercury, that's when we be all emotional and in our feelings, and we just want to be soft, you know, versus we're not the ram we're supposed to be. We're trying to be soft. We're trying to be subtle. We just want the love. And then when she comes out of Mercury, he'd be like, you know, I really don't want to be bothered today. I really. Can you love me from over there?
I think we share those commonalities. Because I think Cancers are that way too.
Oh, Cancers.
Because Cancers can get in a mood out of thin air and just don't want to be bothered. They just want to be, you know, a recluse and tuck themselves away in their home, which is for a Cancer like their sanctuary, their retreat, which is why you'll find that Cancers, if you walk into a Cancer's home, you'll be like, wow, this is really nice. The Cancers need to retreat, and their home is their retreat. But there are times where you just be like, out of the blue, I don't want to be bothered. No, you can't come over. And I'm that way, not as often as I used to be. But there are times where I just don't want to be bothered. Like, just leave me alone. Or have a moment of depression out of thin air. I don't know why. Why am I depressed?
It happens.
But I think that's a Cancer thing for sure.
Yeah.
I might be part Cancer then, because that happens to me a lot. I might be part Cancer.
I can't date a Cancer because what we can't do is both be not talking to each other because we is both in the mood. I can't.
But you know what I'll say to me,
I have dated someone.
Oh, that's a Cancer or moody.
A Gemini Cancer cusp, right on the cusp. The Gemini Cancer cusp.
Oh,
that's a dude.
That individual is
right.
No.
unstable.
Tell me about it. That's
in all of its ways.
Every way possible.
That needed prayer.
If you look in the dictionary by the word unstable, you will see that person's picture. So yes, that's interesting. That's a tidal wave of emotions with that.
Man.
So
I ain't gonna be able to do it. Gemini is already too many people. Okay, that's already enough for my
they everybody. Like and sometimes everybody at one time.
Right. That's hard. Because I don't know who I'm getting, and I don't like to walk in and be blindsided. Like all I say was hello. What is wrong with you? Did you eat? Do you need
food? How did we get here?
Right.
I'm sorry, the weather was cold today. I don't know what to say. No, Gemini is already enough. I can't add nothing to it. They are definitely they keep you on your toes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you won't be bored with a Gemini for sure. Like they are definitely very adventurous. Yeah.
So the Cancer part of that, right? Like I said, too much.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm curious to know, and maybe y'all kind of touched on it a little bit already, but if you have any, I want to know your most, and this could be friendship only, or it could be friendship and relationship, or just compatibility just across the board. And Shandease, I'll start with you. Like, what do you think is your most compatible sign, and what's your least compatible sign, and why?
Ooh, that's a good question. I could say my least is definitely a Leo. Because Leos, because like I said, they're flighty. You have to do a lot of stroking of their egos, and as soon as you stop stroking their ego, now we got a problem. And as an Aries, I can only big you up so much because Leos don't return a lot of that stroking. They just accept it. They don't really return it. And I'm like, hey, I want to be, yeah. I told you, sometimes we want to be loved on, and then Leos is not gonna, give it out as much as they want to receive it. So it just be real combative after a while, because I'm gonna get sick of giving, and you not returning the favor. I don't know who I'm most compatible with. Aquarius have been great. Dating other Aries have been great.
Of course.
I've
heard that before, that Aquarius and
Aries has a lot of patience. So
we do have a lot of patience.
Their patience comes
until we
in
don't.
handy. Yeah, that's why you got a lot of it. But it comes in handy because by the time I get to your nerve, then I know to calm down.
Right.
Because I already know I must have really. I'm sorry.
I got to this point.
But they'll give you a lot of leeway. So they're the one that's gonna. It's okay when I'm emotional or when I'm mad and I'm bossed out. They're the one that make you. They soften you. Aquarius soften me. So I would think my most compatible would be an Aquarius.
Okay. Hey, I love it. Okay. So Mike, I'll go to you next. So what do you think is your most compatible sign and your least compatible sign?
We'll start with the least compatible.
That's the easiest one. That's it.
There are two signs that I've dated that I think that I am least compatible with, and that would be another Cancer and a Gemini, of course. If I had to choose just one to be probably the least compatible, I would probably date another Gemini before I date another Cancer.
Wow. Okay.
Two Cancers, they can't live under the same roof. Especially if they are your typical Cancer, if they are the emotional being, also intuitive, like that's crazy, because now we're both trying to figure each other out. Like, I know, because I'm intuitive, I got discernment. It's a lot of that going back and forth. I'm on, like, I don't mind someone being emotional, but there's a level of emotionalism that it's okay for me. Like, but if you go past that point, like I got a whole problem because I don't know what to do to console you. Like, and now you're irritating me because why are you crying? Like, what do you want me to do? Why are you crying? You know? So yeah, Cancers are probably my least compatible, and my most compatible, I think, would be an Aquarius.
Hey, sure. Aquarius is winning tonight. Look at that.
For sure. Aquariuses are a little bit different.
Yeah, we are a little bit different. Yeah.
They are distinguished and set apart. They are artistic.
Set apart. Set apart.
Yes. Right. Very different.
He's cracking
very
up.
Different.
Way over there.
Yeah, but that would probably be my most compatible from my experience.
Okay. And you know, similar to you, Mike, I will agree with you on I think there are certain signs that just aren't meant to date each other. So for example, so I'll give on the flip side of that, my parents are Virgos. I have two close cousins that are both Virgos. They're married. For some reason, I feel like Virgo couples that get each other, and it can really work well. Now, I've heard a lot of people say two Leos don't work, and maybe Shandease, to your point, is the who's stroking whose ego, and then maybe both people just stop. I don't know, but two Aquarians, that's always been a mixed bag for me because I feel like it could be very compatible, but at the same time, it might be too much weird going on in one room. Like it's only a certain level of weirdness I want. Like, you can't. It's enough for me. I got enough for two people, so I don't need somebody else's like rivaling my weirdness. No, it's too much.
Yeah, and two Cancers. I mean, and Cancers are by nature nurturing. And so to have two people, I mean, that is not necessarily a bad thing, but some Cancers like to nurture beyond a comfortable point, if that makes sense. Right. Like, don't do too much.
Yeah, they're
now
intrusive.
That's the word. It's very intrusive. And so two Cancers together, where you have one that is not as intrusive as the other. For the one that's not, it becomes a bit irritating to have to deal with your being so nurturing because they want to do everything for you, and then if you don't let them have their way, then they want to cry and pitch a fit. And I don't do that well in consoling people who just be crying for no reason.
They're there.
Right. That's gonna be my phrase of the week now. They're there.
It's the way they're there.
I can do this. I don't need you to do that. I got this. It's okay. I got it. I don't need your help.
Right.
Anyway,
It's all right. I love it. Okay. All right. And so, Maxine, what would you say is your most and least compatible sign?
Least compatible is Pisces. They're psychopaths.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Absolutely.
They make good friends, though. They really make really good friends.
Yeah, because you need somebody to marry the body with.
Friends. Exactly. You got to have somebody in your corner. Duh. All the time.
No, I need you.
They're great for that.
No,
they don't ask any questions, but relationship-wise, absolutely not. I also wouldn't date a Taurus. I couldn't date myself. It wouldn't work.
Really?
I can say that. No, absolutely not. Two stubborn people? Absolutely not. Somebody has to give in.
So it's the stubborn quality.
Very much so.
Okay. Yeah, and
it'll be a quiet house.
Nobody's talking. Okay, so
nobody's talking.
So let me ask you then. Okay, so Maxine, in an argument or a situation, like let's say if it's a relationship, how much time do you need to cool off or be able to visit the issue at hand in a way where it's not an argument or full-blown argument?
24 to 48 business hours.
Not including the weekend.
Right. So if it happened on a Friday, then now I gotta wait till Tuesday.
And don't let it be a holiday, because now you're giving yourself 24 more hours. So
are these state or federal holidays? I just want to make sure we counting right.
Right. Does Columbus Day count?
Federal. Depends on whose count you go by.
Yikes.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
terrible.
Okay.
Because I get to the point, I'm gonna say what I got to say, and you can go somewhere else for all I care. After that, I'm gonna get my point across. We could talk about it in 3 days. Give you time to think about why we argued.
Yeah, Maxine, I will say I have a good side and a bad side, and when I'm leaning more towards my bad side, my mentality is almost 100% like yours. So I can't knock you too much for that.
Listen, but if I'm the person on the other side of that,
open mic in a trap house.
If I'm the person on the other side of that needs to wait for you for those business hours, understand when you come, the petty in me is not going to talk to you. Because how dare you wait 3 to 4 business days to talk to me? You want to talk? No, I don't. So now you're going to wait on me. It's the Aries. You can't do that to us. I just told you we was emotional. Now I done went through all my cycles of emotions. I done been mad, sad. I done been confused. I done tried to be extra. And now I'm just over it. Because that's the last stage. And now I just don't care. Now you want to come back and talk. And I'm just looking like, okay. Like now we have to see
that's going to be the problem. Because now it's going to turn into open mic at the trap house, because I feel now you should be ready to talk to me, because I'm ready to talk to you.
Because I'm ready to talk to you. Now we've
got a whole other set of problems that you caused. Right, you caused an argument now because you didn't want to talk to me. So here we are again. So this time it's not my fault. I'm being the bigger person.
No, because as an Aries,
now you're being petty.
You can't argue by yourself. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to say okay. Anything you say, I'm going to say okay. I hear you.
Yeah, that's me too.
That's fine.
Can't
you gonna stand there and blow it up?
Okay, but we do it in a petty way, like just
yeah.
Okay, and that okay is gonna piss you off because it's going
right.
Go okay, but Cancers will be quiet for weeks. Don't do it to us.
See?
So you don't want it reciprocated.
Now the one thing that drives me crazy. The one thing that drives me crazy is if we're having an argument, especially if you do text and you send me a thumbs up. That's it.
Lord have mercy.
That's it.
Situation.
That will set me off too.
That is the straw that broke the camel's back. No.
For me, and I think this is where Aquarius gets the heartless rap. So if I really, really love you, the thumbs up will be, I'll be pissed off about it, and I'll be like, damn, well, like, really? You just gonna give me a thumbs up? And I'm gonna turn back around, even if I do something petty. But if I'm not that invested in you, the thumbs up will be in my head, and I'll never text you. I'll never see you. I'll walk past you like you a dog on the street, and I'll just.
Sometimes the thumbs up is just an indication or acknowledgement that I've received your message.
Amen.
That's it. That's it. So y'all can't be pissed off somebody thumbs up you. You know what I mean? Now I'll get pissed off if I've texted you and you've not in any way acknowledged my text message. Now I'm pissed off. But if you give me the thumbs up, depending on what it's for, now if I'm texting you about something serious, then you give me a thumbs up, then quite naturally I'm going to be upset about it and probably will say something. But if it's just something like, whatever, it don't bother me if you do the thumbs up. Just acknowledge.
So here's my question to everybody. So here's my question, since we all have identified slightly petty tendencies that we have as our signs.
Yes.
Do you in turn feel that? Well, I was trying to see, golly. Do you feel that you may have a little bit of toxicity with that?
I'm definitely toxic. Listen,
I know I do.
But understand,
I'm not ashamed. Look, I gotta own it.
I blame it on 90s music. and TV shows.
Wait, 90s who specifically? Which artists? Who are we talking?
I mean, if you're listening to Donnell Jones, "Where I Want to Be," if you look at it, he was cheating, and he wanted me. He wanted to be next, but it sounds so good back in the day.
No.
And Piece of My Love.
The music.
What's the song I sent you earlier?
If you're listening to Escape,
yeah, he was just.
If you're listening to TLC, they was cheating.
Creep.
SWV.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of these music. So my music made me petty. Okay, because I feel like you're supposed to be
take it back further. Sure.
You're supposed to be on
As We Lay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, cancers will use
that was
subliminal messages.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
Cancers will do that.
I agree on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, blasted. You hear me? I mean, blasted so that you can hear every word, because there's a message for you in there.
Well, if he's not playing Boys and Men on Bended Knee, I'm still mad. How dare you? You didn't show up with no flowers, no candy, no proposal in the rain.
They need to be in that leather. They need to be in that leather short set in the desert.
The toxicity was
put in a jean short set dancing in the rain. Yeah.
It made you, because you want these things that they told us we were supposed to have in the 90s. You're supposed to forgive me for whatever petty I did. So you didn't do it. Hello, sir. Don't just show up with no gift. Those guys showed up with cars and flowers and whole houses.
Like, I messed up.
Everything.
So here you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I need you to be in that leather. I need you to be in that leather outfit that Jodeci was in, singing in the desert with your homeboys. That's what I need. With the boots, melts, smoldering. That's what I need.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I can be a little. To be honest, I am a little. I guess my toxic trait would be if I get to the point where I really don't care. I'm not going to give you the energy to be petty. I'm just going to disappear. I'm just Casper at that point. And that could be toxic because in my head well, okay. So hear me out. Okay. So
I'm not that mature yet.
What, to just disappear?
You're not going to leave no closure?
Yeah,
especially not Maxine. Maxine, you going to know. Maxine ain't just walking away. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, you're not just walking away. Now, probably with me too. I mean, I have markers in my head, and I used to do this. I don't do that anymore. But especially in relationships, I'll be like, okay, this scenario won't happen again. And I don't voice it. I don't say, well, I didn't. Now I do. I didn't voice it in the past. And then it happens or something remotely close. And then in my head again, didn't say it out loud. Used to this old me. And now I'm talking myself off the ledge. Like, Carlos, you said you wasn't going to put up with this again. And then when I finally am fed up with it, then it'd be like, you know what? This really ain't working. You're
Carlos,
right.
That is definitely toxic because that shows that you're lacking your emotional vulnerability. Okay, and that's another topic.
Aquariuses have the ability to compartmentalize almost every emotion.
Yeah,
but that's
and that is a toxic trait. If it ain't one, it is. It's like they can compartmentalize.
So that would make him an emotionally
unstable,
unavailable salmon.
Unavailable, no, yeah,
unavailable salmon.
No, I'm wait, an available salmon? Is that what you said?
The emotionally unavailable salmon. Yep.
Because you had the whole conversation in your head without actually verbalizing what was your real problem.
That's what I was like.
Nobody knew you had this problem. You was
so the other toxic.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say some Aquarius, aside from, other than being able to compartmentalize their emotions, they generally do hold things until they can't hold it anymore. And so there could be a whole bunch of things that have happened and you are the other person is unaware of it. But it takes that one thing that pissed them off the Aquarius, that is. And then everything that happened that you were unaware of is now going to be verbalized in this particular conversation because you done pissed an Aquarius off to that point.
So, Carlos, you're going to bring up something from 1992? In 1992, you remember you cut me in the line?
Yep. And that's what I was just about to say, what Mike just said. So, like, that was old Carlos. So I've done a lot of work and therapy and healing to let him go. But yeah, old school Carlos was like, yeah. And you know what? I stood out in that desert for you with them hot ass boots, and I gave you this puppy, and I was in the rain, and I did this, and
I was singing.
I was singing in the rain. I caught pneumonia behind you. So it's over.
I would tell you, as an Aries, that would drive me crazy. You can't just be dipping out on me, because if I end something, I'm going to tell you why it's in. Because why am I be over here hurting by myself? No, you got to know you did this. I told you I didn't want this. You hurt me this how. I'm going to go ahead and let you know I'm done. And I'm going to tell you, hey, be blessed. I wish you well.
Have to be blessed.
I don't wish you well.
I wish you blessings. Now, I didn't say I was going to pray for it. I said I wish you well, though. I'm not going to pray for your blessings.
I don't wish you well.
Yeah. That's when I'm done. I'm done. I don't care which. Once I say I wish you well, I care not about what you say. Your rain.
You have to wish them
puppy.
The best life they deserve.
Yep. I wish you well.
Dang.
Yeah. And Maxine, yeah, that's true. And take that as what you make. Whatever you might deserve, a horrible life.
Well,
but whatever you deserve. Yeah.
I think a Cancer's toxic trait, and I can only speak for myself. I can't speak on behalf of every other Cancer, but I think this does kind of include them as well. But our toxic traits would be, we do hold grudges, one, and we are very petty. We're retaliatory. We want you to feel what you made us feel. And we will we will go to great lengths and distances to make you feel that, especially based on the level of hurt that you've made us feel. We want you to feel that too. And so we'll do that. We'll do that. And the Cancer is very sure of themselves, like they are self-aware. There is nothing. I'm speaking for me because I'm open and I'm transparent. So you're gonna know like how I am, what I like, what my dislikes are, what kind of triggers me in certain areas. And if there's an issue, I'm probably going to verbalize it. I'm probably too transparent and too honest to be completely like open about it. And sometimes I think it's a good quality, and other times it works to my disadvantage. But never in a relationship would you break up with a Cancer and not know why, because you're going to know it throughout the entire relationship. Something that my grandmother told me a long time ago, and that is you got to train people on how to love you. And part of a Cancer is training you to how to love them, or for me, is one, to tell you who I am and demonstrate to you who I am. There's nothing about me that you won't know because I'm going to live in my truth, right? And if I'm bothered by something, I typically try not to hold it in. Sometimes I might hold it to a point where, okay, I'm not emotionally stable enough to communicate to you in the right manner what's bothering me, so as to avoid hurting your feelings or something coming off as offensive. I may need that time. That's really why Cancers need time. Not so much because they're being assholes, but because we need to have time to reflect on what we want to say and how we want to communicate it to avoid hurting the other person's feelings. But our toxic traits are definitely holding grudges and being petty to make you feel what we felt.
I think because Cancers, as well as Aries, love quickly and we love hard. So that rolls into that toxicity of, no, why would I be hurt by myself? You can't cheat on me. No. I got to cheat on you and tell you about it, because
I'm going to tell you about it. Yeah.
I'm probably going to do something like hurt you.
Accidentally call you while I'm doing something. Oh, shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want you to feel that way. I want you to.
Now we can heal together.
Sharp on them.
We got to heal together.
Yeah, we need to heal together. Yeah. Yeah. And once a Cancer feels that you have felt their pain, or something, beyond what they felt, then it's over. Okay, boom,
Aries
it's done.
like that too.
Now I don't know you. Like, go away.
Yeah.
I don't even care that you cheated yesterday. I cheated yesterday too. Now we're good. Let's not bring it up. That's in the past.
Now we're good.
And Cancers are sometimes too, like if they're in a relationship and they have this intuition that the partner may be, stepping out or cheating, like they're going to most times be quiet about it initially, until they can kind of figure it out or put two and two together to confirm it. And oftentimes, I don't do this anymore, but oftentimes if I learn that my person has stepped out, okay, I'm gonna do it too. And so then when you finally tell me, however it comes out, oh, you know what, me too.
Oh, not me too. Well, I think that's okay. You brought up another topic here, so I think that Cancer, I'm gonna give y'all y'all's props. Cancer, and actually I would say y'all are probably closely tied with Pisces. Pisces are, in my opinion, they are extremely intuitive. Like extremely. I think the only difference between a Pisces and a Cancer is a Pisces will hold their cards on what they're seeing, and a Cancer gonna tell you what they're seeing. In most cases, I feel.
In most cases, yes.
Sure. But do you think because I'm really big on like affirmations and words and things like that, and I've been or been in and maybe witnessed more so some situations with Cancers or anybody who's intuitive. It don't have to be a Cancer. Sometimes the intuition ends up being a self-fulfilling prophecy, if that makes sense. Because it's like, oh, well, I think blah, blah, blah is going on. I think blah, blah, blah is going on. And maybe the first 5 times that was not the case.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 6, boom.
There it is.
Now it is the case. So
like I might as well, because you accused me so many times.
Right, Keisha, go. Back to the 90s music.
Right.
Terrible. Back to the 90s music.
But I do think the Cancers are special people. Aside from the intuition or their intuitiveness, I think that they're a special group of people.
Totally.
And most Cancers, I think, are called to be prophets. And I think that sometimes us Cancers, because we lean too heavy into that. And sometimes we're wrong. Sometimes we're blatantly wrong. Sometimes that intuition ain't always right. For me, 96% of the time it is. But but even in that, I'm at a point on age rather, where my maturity it overrides any other characteristic. So I need facts and confirmation that something is actually something before doing anything, But my younger self, my immature self, even the inkling that something is going on, okay, I'm gonna do it too. But not so much now.
I think mine is backwards. When I was younger, it was just terrible. Just wow. Like, oof, the stories.
Oh.
But now the older I am, when you were saying about, arguing your point, I will admit that I'm wrong, which is really weird for a Taurus because we're known for being stubborn and bullheaded. So we're going to defend our position. You're not moving us. But I will say, if I'm wrong, I will admit that I'm wrong. But if I'm right, you might as well stop talking, because you're not going to get nowhere with that. Especially if I know I'm right and I have the facts, the PowerPoint presentation, the doctor's notes, everything. The sticky notes, the neon bright signs. If I know I'm right, you, your mama, your daddy, the dead cockroach, everybody's going to know that I'm right.
Wait,
that's what y'all said.
I'm not unwavering from that. Don't matter.
The dead cockroach.
Everybody's going to know.
Right.
Rose, when she was standing on that balcony on Titanic, she going to know I'm right, because we're not moving from that. I'm sorry.
Jack going to know everybody.
Oh,
Jack gonna know.
What's the name in the Bible? Something and Abednego. Meshach
and the Billy Goat.
Yeah, Meshach, Reshach.
Shadrach.
We're gonna take it back.
Yeah,
He's
Meshach,
gonna know I
Shadrach,
was
and
right.
Abednego.
We're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back to the book of Genesis. They gonna know I was right. Because we're not no.
Now I think Tauruses, I think the danger in arguing with them is, and I haven't been on the receiving end of it, but I've witnessed it. Most times Tauruses have receipts and they're not afraid to pull them out.
Not at all.
And they don't care about pulling them out in private, in public. Like if you push them hard enough, they don't care.
Like
you know what, that's true,
if you do that's very true. If you do a deep dive on my Facebook page, you will find some receipts.
Listen, you do, because every time we in our group, Maxine's like, did you wait a minute? Boom, boom, hold please. And she got the receipt. She got the receipt.
And Lord forbid it's something with dealing directly with me. If you do a deep dive on my Facebook page, you're gonna see some receipts, because my thing is, you're not gonna make me look like a fool. So if I'm looking like a jackass, guess what? Have a seat beside me, because we both going down faster than a fat kid on the seesaw. Because I'm going to
conjoined jackass.
That's it. And you hate to have to do that, but where I'm at in my life now, I'm not doing that. I think I've matured. Not fully, but I'm getting there. I don't feel the need to do that. However, you poke this bear enough, whatever you didn't want me to say, I'm going to say it. I'm going to show it, because we not finna do this. You don't want to be like that. You don't always want to be like that. But yeah, arguing, you better be prepared for whatever comes out my mouth. You got to. Sometimes you got to show people. You hate to do that, no matter what sign you are. But sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes, especially if you're trying to hurt me, like Shandease said, if I got to be hurt, you gonna be hurt too. We all gonna be hurt together. We're gonna be sitting there crying together.
Right.
It's not dripping at all. Listening to Jodeci.
Right.
I will say this though.
Yeah, this is one of those. It's one of those there moments. That's what that is.
I'm gonna say this, and then I know we gotta end this. But I have matured over the years. As far as relationships and just all that other good stuff. And I am in a relationship now, current relationship, which has probably been by far the most amazing relationship ever. Like it's yeah, and I have no regrets, no complaints. It's going. It's just I can't even put it in words. It's easy. It's stressless, and there is a trust beyond like anything that I've ever experienced. So I don't think that my Cancer characteristics are activated, because I have somebody who totally gets me, understands me, and also understand my character. So there is, it's like the times where I might need to be by myself, right? My person knows that. And I don't have to be like, okay, I just need you sense that and you give me the space that I need, and that's probably for Cancer, the biggest hurdle. When I need that alone time, let me be alone. It doesn't necessarily mean anything is wrong with you or us. It's just, I need this personal space, but yeah.
Yeah, I think any sign, as you get older, you kind of like, when I was young, I did what my sign typically said. As you get older, you realize certain signs bring different things out of you, and certain people do, because they can be your most compatible sign, and yet they're bringing you rah. I need to be with a person that when I'm raw, you down here, because I don't want to be combative. Now I'm older, I don't like the
someone who calms your storms.
Yeah, I just want to stick my feet under you when it's cold with my fuzzy socks. I read my book, you watch your game, we good. But if you got somebody else that is still on that raw level, then they don't bring you out that warmth to be able to just mellow out. As you get older in your sign, you kind of mellow.
Too old for rah.
Right. I will say,
me too.
I'm talking to someone, they're a Libra, and it's different. The older I get, the more I mature, I crave certain things. Like Tauruses, where we love stability, security. And just this person, they're a Libra, so I'm still trying to learn Libra relationship standpoints just to see, learn them as a person. Usher's a Libra. Usher's a Libra, and my son's a Libra, but that's different. That's different. I know Usher's not a good example.
Not a good example.
But yeah, so like Mike was saying, it's different. I don't have to be on 10 with this person. I don't have to be my normal stubborn self. Despite I've tried, it has not worked, so I just gave up, which is shocking for me. But like she said, certain people certain signs bring out certain qualities in you. Right? It might be. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's unknown territory. This is different. It's uncharted waters here. So I'm still trying to feel this out. But like Shandease was saying, that here you go. But certain signs just bring out certain qualities in you, certain things. Things that we all say we want X, Y, Z, but once we get it, we don't know what to do with it. We all say we want this, that, and the third because we're used to not getting it. But the moment we get it, it's like, abort mission. What do I do?
Like maybe I don't.
There. That's what this is.
There. That's the the motto for.
We start using it.
2025. They're there. What does that mean? Just there.
Yes, that's it.
Whatever
Whatever that there means for you, that's what it means. There.
What did she say on Queen Charlotte? Sorrows, prayers is all she kept saying. That's what there is. Sorrows, prayers.
Right.
Sorrows, prayers.
I love it. Okay.
What is the truth?
Oh yeah, you ain't lying.
We just took over your podcast. I'm sorry.
No. This is good. I like this kind of interaction. This is good.
We're into part 2.
I was going to say,
we're an hour and 1 minute.
Yeah.
we might need to do a part 2.
Yeah,
we might need to do this a part 2.
We might. I didn't tell y'all my I'll say this real quick and then we'll get into the game. So my most compatible, and I would say at least compatible. So my most compatible sign, I would say, is Cancer. And I think the reason for that is because Aquarius is fascinated, I think, with knowledge and like
intellect.
Yeah, intellect, knowing things, finding out things, kind of stuff like that. So it's fascinating their emotional maturity of a Cancer and their emotional depth is kind of fascinating to me because as someone who is a compartmentalizer, I think it's one of those things where the things that you don't have are more interesting. The qualities that you don't possess. It's like, how do you get that? Or like, how do you do this? Or why do you do that? So I feel like in that regard, it's weird. And I say second behind that would be Gemini. Usually if I click with somebody just like right off the bat, a lot of times it's a Cancer or a Gemini. But I get along pretty much with just about all signs. If I had to pick the one that's I'm least compatible with, I would say might be a Capricorn.
I forgot about them.
We don't know about the Capricorn.
Yeah, maybe. Only because
I don't know enough about Capricorns.
I feel like they're Aquarius can appear to be standoffish and kind of distant. But I think Capricorn got us beat. And maybe that's why I don't click with them that much because they play that game better than Aquarius does. So maybe that's why. Now, friendship, yes, but relationship, I haven't really ever had luck in it or success in it. But we might need a part 2 to this. But yeah, so we'll go through quickly this is the end part. Where I'll ask each of you the question, so you'll tell me which one you would throw away. So, Mike, I'll start with you first, since I know you've played this before, but I have different questions for you this time. So, first question: shrimp or crabs? Which one are you throwing back in the water?
Why you give me the hard one? Well, I love
Lord,
seafood
you got that.
However, I love crabs more than I love shrimp. So shrimp gotta go.
Shrimp, okay.
Dead in the water, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's right. Dead in the water.
Dead in the water. Stay in the water, actually.
Okay, all right. So shrimp staying in the water. All right. So these two TV shows, Survivor or Big Brother, which one are you throwing away?
I love them both. However, I've been known to binge on Survivor for days upon days. So I would probably say Big Brother, Dead in the Water.
Okay. All right. Big Brother, Dead in the Water. Music question. Okay. It's between PJ Morton and Alan Stone. Which one would you get rid of?
Okay, so this is another home because I love both PJ Morton and Alan Stone. I've never seen PJ Morton in concert, but I have seen Alan Stone in concert, and he's absolutely amazing. He's entertaining. He engages his people, and I love his tone for a white guy to sound black and have that much.
Put him in the water.
Love him. So PJ Morton has to go.
Wait, you said put Alan Stone in the water?
No, PJ Morton.
Oh, PJ Morton in the water. Oh, okay.
Who said throw him in the water? You, Maxine?
No,
Shandease
I just said go ahead and put somebody in the water because you're trying to give him a life vest.
Oh, I love you.
I was. See, that's the cancer. Yeah. See, that's the cancer.
So we'll put PJ Morton in the water with a life jacket.
Yeah, he get a life jacket.
Yeah.
Life jacket.
All right.
Yeah, his clothes.
Right. Okay. Ebook or audio book? Which one would you get rid of?
Ebook, Dead in the Water.
Yeah.
Ebook. Okay, that was quick. Okay. All right. And so last one, I had to throw another food question in there. So cheesecake or sweet potato pie, which one has to go?
I love sweet potato pie, so cheesecake unfortunately has to be Dead in the Water.
Really? Okay. Bye-bye cheesecake. All right. So Shandease, okay, so you're up next. These next questions will be for you. So funny that you mentioned 90s music, and of course I made these questions beforehand, but it fit so nicely. Tony, or mint condition, which one you throwing away?
He came out guns hot. He came out guns hot on that one, didn't he?
And you wanted to give me anxiety.
Go on and answer the question.
Don't look at me. Don't phone a friend. I can't help you.
It is with a heavy heart.
Not a heavy heart.
That I got to throw Tony back in the water because mint condition, mint condition got more hits, so I got to throw Tony back.
Do they know?
I mean, well, more number ones. We're not talking album, but I said my heart was heavy.
So I really like useless facts. So I'm just, y'all please indulge me for like 20 seconds. So did y'all know that at one point they were trying to replace Raphael Sadiq with I forgot his name, Stokely from Mint Condition as the lead and Tony?
I did because I watched the behind the scenes
documentary.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Like
I didn't know that either.
That would
not be good.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. I think they both belong in each other's groups, respective groups.
Which group sing? What kind of man? Who sing that one?
You better sing.
Yeah.
Mint Condition.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that song. But anyway,
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so heater or AC? If you gotta get rid of one, which one you getting rid of?
I'm an anemic, so I'm always cold, but I hate being hot too. So I'm getting rid of the heater because I can layer up. I can layer up. And
Me too. Yeah, but if it's hot, you just can't.
If it's hot, I can't do nothing. I'm just miserable.
Okay. So I'm making an assumption here. I don't know if you drink coffee, but maybe you might like other things that these places have. Dunkin' Donuts or Dutch Brothers? Just coffee or just place, Here. Mike, looking at you hard. Choose wisely.
The bougie in me is gonna have to go with Dutch Brothers. Dunkin' just gives me, hard donuts. They're a little too thick for me. Like they're more cake battery. So I prefer duck donuts. So I'm gonna need to go with Dutch Brothers. So Dunkin' goes in the water.
Okay, Dunkin' in the water.
That was a really good choice, Shandease. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he was watching.
That glare over there.
Right. All right. So, TV shows, A Different World or Living Single, which one goes away?
Ay. Ah, dang it. Because I like Whitney them. I already told you. He stopped her whole wedding.
Right. He did.
Crap. Well, I'm from HBCU, so I'm just going to say living single is in the water. Got to stay with a different world.
Okay.
That was a hard one.
Yeah.
Different world. All right. So,
yeah.
Maxine. All right. So then you have the last 5. So this first one. SZA or Summer Walker. Who are you getting rid of?
You better answer right.
Summer Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the answer she should have gave?
And was?
That was the right answer.
Okay.
Yeah, I love SZA.
Yeah.
Okay,
he's so good. They was giving me you had the Cancer and the Aries, giving me the death glare over there.
Right.
Like,
all right. So between these 2 brands, Nike or Adidas, which one are you getting rid of?
Adidas.
Okay.
All right. I just think of, never mind.
Oh, yeah. No, you can say it. I love that song.
Not right now. Bro James. Mike, remember that Bro James?
Oh, God.
Yeah, you hooked me up on that one. I was like, whoa, we played that so much in the office. Bro James had us like in a chokehold.
Yeah. What happened to him?
Yes, he did.
That's a good music.
I don't know. He definitely has a great music.
I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So these 2 candies, Reese's or Twix, which one would you get rid of?
Currently, because the person I'm talking to is like a lighter complexion, so we made like a perfect Reese's peanut butter cup, I'm gonna get rid of the Twix.
I would say he's more of the Twix color, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm partial. I like Reese's.
Yeah. Okay.
They do got those peanut butter ones.
Chocolate. Okay, I'm not even gonna say that, but okay.
Yep.
Okay. But yeah. They're keeping the Reese's.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh.
So between these 2 actresses, Angela Bassett or Viola Davis.
That's unfair, Carlos.
Golly.
That's not. I love Viola Davis and Woman Kings. I love that workout, but I got to go with Angela Bassett. She got some strong shoulders, and she played the hell out of Anime Bullock. And what's love got to do with it? She ran in them high heels and that white pantsuit.
Was that the song, Mike?
Of course I
got the Viola. I got 3 in the 1. I gotta go with Angela Bassett.
Give her a life jacket.
Yeah, she get a life jacket.
She get a life jacket. She can get a life.
Okay.
2 life jackets, but I gotta stick with Angela.
Okay. We can just give her a floaty. She can just be in the water, just chilling.
Yeah, we'll give her a floaty. She did. Yeah, she is. Now worry.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So last one. Sunday nap or Sunday fun day? Which one are you getting rid of?
Well, the older I get, I appreciate a good nap, courtesy of Shandease put me on point about the effects of a good nap. So we got to get rid of Sunday Fun Day.
Okay. Getting rid of
Sunday Fun Day. Got to go. I need a good nap.
Give me the nap.
Yeah, a good nap is refreshing.
Yep.
It's refreshing.
As a grown person, an adult, and you're going to be up when the sun is down, you needed a nap. Okay, you got to pre-plan. Naps are life.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to put your nap on your calendar. Yeah.
That's right.
But
Hey, well, I thank y'all so much. I know we went a little bit over, so I appreciate y'all hanging in with me for the extra time. But yeah, this is great. Yeah, we might need to do a part 2 for real. Yeah, this is awesome.
Hey, I'm with you.
Yeah, maybe the part 2, Bonil can join.
Right.
Yeah. He's
so
a Pisces. He's a Pisces. He's a Pisces. Right.
Might not be no help.
That'd be funny.
Uh-oh.
Might not. He might need a floaty.
Yes. Well, yes. Thank y'all again. Thanks for all of the viewers, the listeners. Right, they're there. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And any final words? Anything y'all want to say before we close out?
This has been a good time.
Hey.
You know, everybody should try an Aries. Try an Aries.
Right. Try Aries. Try Taurus. Hey.
Just don't argue with none of us, though. Don't argue with none of us, though. But try it.
Yeah, you might get reactions you don't like. Right.
Yeah. Especially if you guys singing in that jean pantsuit in the rain.
Listen.
Yeah.
Right.
You need to have your boombox ready to sing.
Yes. All right, y'all. Well, again, thank you. This has been great. So everybody, until next week, peace.
Peace.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah.